Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be super chill. I literally just got out of the shower, no makeup on, drinking my coffee. It's like 8:30 on a Sunday. But you know, I've been getting a lot of questions like, how do I start keto? What approach do you take? What do you find effective? What is your eating windows? And I realized that there is a ton of information out there, and I realized starting keto can be very overwhelming because there's so many different approaches to it. So today we're going to be talking about my approach. I'm going to put the disclaimer out there already that I'm not a dietitian. I am a regular girl, a regular mom who's lost 43 pounds in January, February, March, April, May, 5.5 months, 5 months. So yeah, I will insert my before and after photos. When I first started this journey, I weighed 222 pounds. And now I am at 179. And it's been, honestly, it's been steady, easy weight loss for me. And I don't know if that's just specifically me, if my body just really agrees with keto and I've just had the perseverance to follow this thing this long. But you know, honestly speaking, my journey has been an easy one. And I know that's not the case for everyone. But when I started researching keto, probably the last week of December in 2017, I decided to do keto and say I'm going to lose weight as my New Year's resolution. And this is the first New Year's resolution that I've ever been able to stick with. And that's just because I've changed my views on what I'm eating as not a temporary thing to lose weight. This is a long-term decision of what's best for my health and what's best for me. And honestly, it sounds so cringy, but I feel like I've kind of been like reborn as a woman and I'm just happier than ever before. So the point of today's video is to let you know my approach to keto and what I think of things and what things that I think that you can totally avoid because I don't think it's necessary. Like I said, this is just my opinion and this is what I do and this is how I've been successful. If you have a different opinion or you think you can only be true keto if you get blood measurements, please don't even bother because I've been successful this way and I just want to share to other people how I've been successful in this really stress-free, easy approach. So this is just going to be very conversational, very chatty. Obviously this is super low-key today. So yeah, I'm drinking my coffee and let's just go ahead and get started. When people first start keto, or how the media thinks keto is just literally eating butter out of the tub and just non-stop bacon. And let me just get it out there that any diet, any healthy diet can be done incorrectly. You can be vegan and you can live off Oreos, or you can be keto and live off bacon. They're probably not the best choices for your body, and I think the media just has a really bad, or society has a really bad view of keto right now, and honestly, like, I just can't handle it. Any diet that involves mostly whole foods can be a healthy diet. You don't have to just be keto to be on a healthy diet. You can be vegan and live off vegetables and stuff. Cool. If that really works for you, awesome. I mentioned before, but I was vegan last summer for a month and my face was broken out so bad. It did not work for me. The meals took so long to prepare and it just didn't work for me or my family. Nor do I can't even measure it to keto because I just feel like a brand new person on keto. So any diet can be done unhealthily. But with keto and my approach, I stick to whole foods. So I will have like a bacon and avocado cheeseburger for breakfast. I'll just have some like eggs and cheese. I'll snack on macadamia nuts. For dinner, I'll have some chicken drumsticks and zucchini. I'll snack on pork rinds maybe. The next day, maybe I'll have some side of avocado. And with how good the foods taste on keto, it's so easy to stay invested in this thing just because the fats that make up your food satisfy you so well and keep you full. So I don't really have a problem with the food aspect at all. And I also think people get deterred from keto because people are like, okay, before you start keto, you need to calculate your macros so you know where every micronutrient needs to hit. And this is just my opinion, but I do not think that is necessary to live and do the keto diet. As long as you maintain a high fat, moderate protein, low carb approach, you're doing keto. Nowhere does it say that you need to have proper blood measurements to make sure that you're doing the ketogenic diet. And you know, if you're like a bodybuilder, or if you want that data to see how certain foods affect you so you can find this certain point in your life where you're always in ketosis, that's okay. Like, if you want to prick your blood and do your measurements and stuff, that's awesome. But for a regular person who has a busy lifestyle, I don't think that's necessary. And I think just really paying attention to your food and paying attention to the nutrient facts and really keeping your protein at a moderate level and start incorporating all those healthy fats is really going to put you into the state naturally without the stress of monitoring your blood or logging all the food you eat in an app. So I've never done that. I have never put my food into an app. I have never weighed my food. I just really pay attention to portion sizes, and I pay attention to the nutrient label on the back. And I think if you are just starting keto, you need to familiarize yourself with foods that are keto. So all your meats, your healthy fats, olive oil, avocado, your dairy products that you can eat. And then I really recommend this book. This is The Keto Diet by Leanne Vogel. She has a very laid back approach to keto and how what we're doing is for our bodies and not just for weight loss. Like, it's for our brains, it's for our bodies, it's so we feel good. And it's not just for it's not just for what the scale says. I don't count my protein, carbs, or fat. However, I am very aware of what I'm eating. As long as you are aware of what foods you can eat, where the actual food's nutrients lie, like if something is high in protein, something's high in fat, as long as you're aware of the food that you're eating and your portion sizes and the nutritional facts, I don't think you need to count. That is just me. I am familiar with low carb food because my mom was always on Atkins growing up, so I know what I can have and what I can't have and what probably a better option is, or how to manage my food in restaurants so I get a low carb item. So I've tried sharing that with you guys through my grocery haul videos, my easy meal ideas. Like, I'm putting it all out there. So if you have questions on what exactly you can't eat or what the foods look like that I eat, I will link up my Instagram, and my keto food videos will all be up there. So that's a big thing. Just educate yourself on the foods that you can eat, and then just go crazy on everything besides protein. That is my real advice. I eat unlimited fat. If I am hungry and I really feel like something, I'll maybe have an avocado salad, or I'll have some bacon wrapped jalapenos, or I'll just snack on bacon and eggs, or I'll make deviled eggs. There's so many things that you can do to fill yourself up. And the keto diet, just everything is so delicious and it's so easy to follow just because you can have so much food, but you just have to be aware of the food that you can have, and then everything, you'll be like enlightened to all the opportunities. So another topic I wanted to tackle is intermittent fasting. So when you first start keto, or they're saying to emphasize the results that you get on keto, you can intermittent fast. If you don't know what intermittent fasting is, it's just spreading out the time between your last meal and when you eat again. There's so many health benefits to intermittent fasting, and I think when I started this journey, I was eating just for food to taste good, just because food was delicious. I was bored, I just wanted to eat. But going keto and fueling your body with fat instead of glucose, you're just not hungry. You can go for much longer periods of time without eating, and you're not planning your day or your life around food, which is something that my husband and I have definitely done before. So when I first started, I was trying to start fasting, you know, because everyone's like, oh, the next thing to do is fasting. But it was so difficult for me in the first couple of months that I couldn't do it. I was able to wake up in the morning, maybe not eat until like 9:30, but then I was ready to eat my breakfast. Whereas now I go into work at 7:30 in the morning and I maybe don't eat my first meal until lunchtime, 1 o'clock. And it's just gotten so much easier over time. People like to put their intermittent fastings levels in a category. So there'd be like, oh, I'll be like a 16 and 8. So I'll fast for 16 hours and I'll only eat within like 8 hours, or I'll fast all day and only eat between like 5 and 8 in the afternoon. I don't think that's necessary as well. You can do it. I don't think there's any harm in doing it. The thing is that you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. So I would say the way I do it is I eat when I'm hungry. And most of the time, it's not until the afternoon where I'm like, dang, I really am hungry. So that's when I eat. I don't put, and I think that's what's made me successful on this diet, is I don't put myself in a box based on what other people's standards of the keto diet are. Like if they want to track their blood, if they want to log in everything in an app, if they want to stay at 70% fat and everything like that, then that's okay. But I don't have the time to manage it that precisely. That I'm just gonna put it out there and I'm gonna do the best that I can. And ballpark, I'm mostly around those numbers because I've been in ketosis. Like I have all the symptoms of being in ketosis. I feel like I'm in ketosis. My main point is that you are going to interpret keto the way that's easiest and best for you. If you need someone telling you what to do, how much to eat, how to log it, and you want to see those numbers, you're that kind of person, you can completely do that. But if you don't want to be glued to your phone or calculating your food, because I just don't think that's like a long-term way of life, then you don't have to, and you can do the best you can, and you can see how it works for you. So maybe, for example, I stopped drinking my bulletproof coffees and I've just started drinking black coffee with heavy whipping cream. And I've noticed that my weight loss has slowed down consecutively. For this journey, I was maybe losing like at least 2 or 3 pounds a week, and now I think I've lost 4 pounds for the month. It also could be because I'm actually getting smaller as a person and I've been working out and stuff. But bulletproof coffees really helped me out when I first started, and they really gave me a lot of fat, and they really helped keep me full and made me able to break into intermittent fasting. So because I've noticed that heavy whipping cream hasn't maybe benefited me the best, next week I could maybe be like, hey, I'm just gonna drink black coffee, or hey, I'm gonna go back to bulletproof coffee and I'm going to see if the scale reflects any differently or if I feel any differently. So this whole thing, everything is going to be unique to you. People can tell you exactly what their macros are, but those macros might not work for you. You can follow your macros precisely for a week and still not see any results. So just because you're hitting those macros doesn't mean that it's a guarantee that this is going to work and weight is going to fall off. So I would say the best approach is to try something 1 week, see what you're eating, see how you feel at the end of the week, see if you feel bloated, see if there's results on the scale, see if you went down in measurements. And if that works for you, keep doing it. And if it doesn't work, switch something and continue doing it. You will find what is best for you. And honestly, the way that I've been doing keto, it's just been so effortless for me that I wish everyone else the same results and the same stress-free journey, just because it's been absolutely amazing. So I guess my end points are, you don't have to track to be ketogenic or to follow a ketogenic diet. How to start exactly is read the Keto Diet book by Leanne Vogel. I will link it down below because I do follow her approach. And then I would say cold turkey, start tomorrow. Literally, read the book, get your family on board if they're able to get on board. What I've done for my daughter is I've put her on like a loose keto diet. I give her, I just pay attention to the food that she eats. Like she eats chicken nuggets from the Smart Foods brand. If I find it, I can put it up here. But the ingredients on the chicken nugget is like keto friendly. Like it's made out of egg whites and free range chicken and some green onions and all this stuff. Like I could eat her food. And I think that's what's important is to actually think of what we are feeding our children. Why are we eating such good quality food, but then we're just shoveling our kids French fries and frozen fish sticks? So I've put her on loose keto. She still has yogurt, she has fruit, but when it comes to dinner, maybe I'll give her sausage and sweet potato fries, or I'll give her avocados, eggs, and sausage, or burger. Like, she eats a lot of the things that we eat. So my husband is mostly keto as well, and I know that helps, but he's a very healthy person. Anyways, like, he works out a lot. He doesn't follow a strict keto like me. He doesn't practice intermittent fasting, and he still eats like candy or junk, but for the most part, he doesn't do it at home, and I think that's just out of respect, and he doesn't want to develop habits for Mariah to see, like him snacking on the couch eating like Butterfingers and stuff. So another thing that I wanted to say is that I do recommend doing this cold turkey. I know a lot of people like gradually go into it, but the thing is, you're not going to get good results, and it's actually not going to benefit you at all if you are high carbs and high fat. You are going to gain weight. If you are eating high fat, you need to cut your carbs down dramatically to get any benefits, or you will gain weight. You can't be high carb and high fat. So that's why I recommend really going in cold turkey and just switching one day to start eating keto and to cut down your carbs. I didn't really experience keto flu that dramatically. I was going through like the regular flu, but I do remember working out when I first started keto, maybe my first month of keto, and I remember being lightheaded a lot. And I'm a girl who drinks like a gallon or more of water a day, and I just remember as my body was adapting to using a different energy resource, I was very lightheaded. So the beginning isn't the best, but I'm telling you, week 6, 8, when you're really breaking into, wow, I think I'm in ketosis, I'm feeling amazing, everything's gonna come full circle and you're just gonna be so thrilled. So I also want to touch base on cheat meals. Like, do I often incorporate cheat meals, or what do I think about cheat meals? And to be honest, I was so focused in the beginning, maybe like the first 3 months, I didn't have a single cheat meal. And that's just because the food on keto tastes so good, I didn't crave anything else. I was doing just fine. I was so focused on my goals that I didn't have a cheat meal. Then we went to Paris for my birthday, and I ate whatever I want for like 3 days. But when we got back to the UK, I just went straight back on keto again. And that would be my advice if you are in like a social occasion, it's like your birthday or your husband's birthday, and you want to have chicken strips, french fries, and a brownie for dessert with some margaritas. Do it. Live your life. But the next morning, jump right back on keto. And that is my best advice, is to, instead of making it a cheat weekend or a cheat day, make it a cheat meal and put yourself right back on keto and right back on fueling yourself with fat. And you will notice that that cheat meal that you had doesn't really have that much of an impact, because as soon as you slide right back into ketosis, your body is processing things like normal. Just be responsible with your food is what I'm saying. If you really want results, you will find a way to do it. And I am preaching keto just because, yeah, you can probably go low fat and you can probably lose weight. You can probably go paleo and lose weight. You can go carnivore and lose weight. The key is doing it long term and seeing it as a lifestyle instead of a temporary solution. That is the key. So say like the Biggest Losers, that TV show, like 2/3 of them gained back like 70% of their weight. And you guys, this is a long-term decision that you have to make that click in your head, that this is not just for a toned stomach and a good butt. This is for your brain. This is for good decisions and good role modeling for your children. This is for so you feel good and you're clear and you're not sitting on the toilet with diarrhea. You are constantly regular and engaged in life, and food doesn't control it. So as long as you have your mind wrapped around what this is really for and what this is really about, it will be so much easier to maintain it even when you don't see the weight loss on the scale. So that is how I tackle keto. I don't count. I intermittent fast, but only when it comes naturally. If I'm hungry, I will eat. And I exercise, but I don't exercise intensely. Like when I first started, I made it more of a priority to exercise, but that was just because like I I wasn't in good shape at all, and being prior active duty, when I saw that I couldn't do like 6 squats and I couldn't even do a single push-up, it was embarrassing for me. So I wanted to work out just because it's so good mentally as a stress reliever. Now I still work out once or twice a week for stress, but it's a different kind of workout. Before I did very intense, very 45-minute long cardio sessions, squat, burpees, repeat for 45 minutes, and I was literally exhausted. Now I do maybe like 30-minute yoga sessions. I do like a 15-minute high intensity workout. I'll do ab focused workouts, I'll do butt focused workouts, I'll do squats and push-ups till exhaustion. As long as you are getting some kind of fitness release, I think you're on the right track. Setting yourself up to 4 1-hour long sessions in the gym might work for you, but if that kind of commitment doesn't work with your lifestyle, make getting any form of exercise an accomplishment. Whether that is putting on the Nike training app and doing a 20-minute yoga session before bed once your kids are already asleep, or waking up early and doing 15 squats. Something is better than nothing. And give yourself a break. We are doing the best we can. Just don't... You are capable of so much, and your body is capable of so much. Don't be lazy with it. I mean, this is the only life that we have. Yeah, you can do anything you absolutely want to set your mind to. Anything is possible. So I think that wraps up this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions below. That is just my approach to keto. That's how I've done it. That is what works for me and has been working for me. I wish you guys so much luck and happiness, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.